According to a Bloomberg report, 8 out of 10 businesses fail within their first 18 months of starting. Wow, that's a scary statistic, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, you having in mind of starting a business, failure is the last thing you would have on your mind. Is there a problem, or is there something being done right or wrong with 8 of these businesses? Or let's say something is definitely wrong. The last thing on your mind starting a business is for it to fail. On today's episode, we're going to be exploring reasons why some businesses fail and why some go on to succeed. Expert opinions abound as to what a business owner should do or not do to keep afloat in the perilous waters of entrepreneurship. But there are some key factors that, if not avoided, could actually weigh down a business and tend to make it to fail. Today I'm going to be sharing from experience 5 different reasons that I have seen in the course of interaction with business owners and in the course of helping organizations in their various related areas. So I'm going to be sharing my top 5 reasons why businesses fail, and some of these reasons are supported by my experience with helping business owners and helping organizations to grow both profitably and organically. Number 1 is starting a business for the wrong reasons. There is this usual notion believing that when I start the business, I'll become very rich, or I'll become my own boss, or you want to run away from your typical 9 to 5. So you feel starting a business solves the problem all of a sudden, and believing that you're going to grow very rich. As a matter of fact, many individuals have thrown in the concept of entrepreneurship into our minds to the point that if you want to be rich in life, then you must start your own business. Newsflash, it's not always like that. Entrepreneurship is not beds of roses. As a matter of fact, in your very first year or in your very first 18 months of starting that business, you must put in the hours. As a matter of fact, you must work for every penny, meaning there is no concept of 9 to 5 anymore, because you may need to work 24/7, 7 days in a week. As a matter of fact, every day of the week. So the question for me is this: if you start a business for the wrong reason, the probability of you giving up or throwing in the towel early is very high. So what do you need to do? Why don't you just find a job you love? As a matter of fact, start a business you love and you're passionate about. The reason is this: the fact that you're passionate about it, the probability of success is higher than when you start it for the wrong reason. Number 2, starting a business with the me mentality. This is very serious. So when you start a business with me mentality, everything revolves around me. As a matter of fact, we call it the one-man business, the one-man mentality. Every single decision in the business must be taken by me. As a matter of fact, from my study of businesses that outlast 5-10 years and are profitable, they do not exist on the business owner alone. They exist on structure, teamwork. So you need to have a mind of business continuity. If I leave here, what happens to the business? Individuals and businesses that have outlived themselves are businesses that put structure in place. So rather than start a business for the me mentality, start it with a team. Start with a structure, because the probability of success is higher than when you start with a me mentality. Number 3, starting a business on mere mental projection. So the challenge that some business owners have is that, having been part of a successfully run organization, they seem to have a false notion that once I start, I'll be smiling to the bank, without knowing that it takes a bit of time. There's a gestation period for businesses to start to grow. As a matter of fact, there are stages businesses undergo. So when you believe that, once I start, I would make my very first 1 million, it may not be as easy as that. Many start without doing their homework. Many start without asking themselves the first question: when or where is my very first client? In fact, capital is not the very first thing you should think about. You should think about your first client, because the first client would help you to remain in business. What's the essence of having an office space without a first client? Simply because you're trying to be like the big organization and established organizations that have offices in the eyebrow areas. Why don't you do your homework? Because if you do your homework well, you will save yourself some stress. Number 4, starting a business with poor business management skills. Now, starting a business is like riding a bicycle or like learning to drive. You may not be able to do it all by yourself. You may need help. You may need an instructor to take you through the process. So rather than feel that you are the all-knowing when it comes to business, ask for help. Do a SWOT analysis of yourself. Find out your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. And using that, you can use it to your own advantage. If you know areas you are weak in, you can find others that can help you plug the gap. And as a result, what that will lead to is a higher probability of success. Number 5, starting a business without adequate preparation for expansion. Now, there is nothing that kills a business than expanding before you are ready for it. It's better to grow slowly and steadily than growing fast and crashing out. Because for every little expansion comes overhead costs. If your outflow in terms of cost is more than your inflow in terms of revenue and profit, then it's a recipe for disaster. So, as a business owner, it's better you grow slowly and steadily towards growth than to grow fast and crash out. I want to believe that this point has been beneficial to you. If it is so, kindly drop a comment. Let me know what you think about my top 5 reasons. Or maybe some other reasons might pop up in your head and we can have a conversation in the comment below. So, thank you for today. Oh, before you go, remember to hit the subscribe button, and other videos are available for you to watch. See you in the next video.